Okay, today I'm going to lube the clutch cable. Everything I need here. Has some waterproof grease, cable lube mechanism, a chopstick, which I'll explain later, and possibly you might need the needle nose pliers. Okay, on this cable lube, what I've done to make it simpler to use is I've cut this in half, the red hose on it, because it makes it much more functional. And the little cup holder comes in handy for keeping all your crap. Alright, so what I've got is a white towel here. Because once the lube comes out, it's going to start coming out right here. So this way it keeps from making a mess, and you'll also be able to spot it easier. Put a piece down just in case there's any blowover. First time I did this, I didn't have the mechanism on there correctly, and I probably went through half a can of lube that just wound up in the rag. Basically, you got to make sure that you get the luber on the cable really well. Okay. So we're going to start. All my cables are adjusted exactly where I want them. So you see where this line and this line matches up. What we're going to do is just unloosen this and just run it all the way down. Okay, and like I say, my cables are exactly the way I want them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to count how many rotations that this travels or turns around. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so it actually made it to 7. Oh hell, there's 8. Okay, so we'll say 8. You got to make sure that's lined up so you can get the cables out. Shit. Okay, so what we're going to do is pull this, then the cable's going to come out. Just slip right out. It just pops up right in there. Sometimes you need the needle nose pliers, sometimes you don't. As you can tell, it's kind of caked up. I've had this same cable on here since the bike was bought in January 2010. Alright, so first thing we're going to do, get out what we need. Loosen this up all the way. Okay, and you got a big end and a small end. You want the big end going on first. So we're gonna get it in and just pull it down. And then, like I say, you want to shove it. Okay, shove it in good. Make sure it's on good and tight. Okay, and like I say, make sure that is down as far as you can on that. It'll save you a lot of hassles. First time I did it, like I say, there's half a can of lube in my hand and the rag was sopping wet. Okay. So, set this back on here. Okay. So what we're looking for is this little hole right here. Okay, it's in good. Well, it was. take the rag. You might want to put a rag down on your bike if you're not too sure about making a mess. Then the first time I did, I was doing like squirts of 8 seconds. And it took multiple times because, like I said, I didn't have it on there. Last time I did like 1 2-second blast and it went through. So I'm gonna do like 2 seconds. So okay. I felt lube coming out on my hand that time. So let's see what we got over here. Okay, nothing yet. Okay, there we go. Took like 3 shots at 2 seconds or so. And that's all there is to it. A little later on, you might want to come back out here and clean that up. So I got it here. I just go ahead and pop that. Hit a little right there. And like I say, just let it soak in. Then like I say later, just clean that up with a damp paper or with a dry paper towel. Now it's basically just putting it back together. Okay, good there. Now the grease. I just use Bel-Ray waterproof grease. Any good waterproof grease is going to work. So what I do, I just take this thing, I just stick it right down in here. Chopstick. And I have taken it and stuck some more up in the hole, but that's just kind of overkill. So what we're going to do is come back in here. Come on. There we go. Okay. That's crooked. I've never had this hard a time. It's easier if you just take your finger. Try not to get dirty, but hey, shit happens. There we go. Just gotta find the right spot. Okay. Okay. Everything's lined up there. And what I said, it was 8. So what I'm gonna do is just take this and start turning 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's getting a little tight. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you can see where all the slots are lined up straight across. Did the 8 times, so it's exactly where I had it before. Tighten it down, just clean up any grease, and that's it. So perfect. Hope this helps. If anybody's been having a problem with their clutch cable, the Kawasaki Versys is real simple to do this on. It reminds me more of a dirt bike than it does a street bike. So hope this has been helpful.